Back to jail. Bing, bang, boom. Yeah, baby. We're starting the podcast right now. We're back. You know what, dude? Live. Welcome, everybody, to the show.
YKWD.
I started social media and podcasting. The fact. The YKWD podcast.
YKWD's back again.
Old school, back in the day, where it all started. Before them all.
YKWD.
This podcast is so fun and crazy. It has no rules. Shut up. You're ruining this.
Where's the bandana, man?
Sorry, it's a comedy podcast. This isn't NPR.
That's what this podcast does.
Is there any better show? This is the original. And we're live. What's up? You know what, dude? What's happening, everybody? We got Gabby, we got Mike C, we got Rich V, and we got the Mush. Mushing it up, as always, at the beginning. What's happening? What's going on? How you doing? Rich Vos, how's it going?
Boss, you're on mute.
Vos, unmute, please.
What am I doing? Is this your podcast or the one you do with Mike here, Calta? Like, which one of these of your 40 am I doing? Like, I don't know. I mean, I see Mike. So is this Calta and Kelly?
Why do you say 40?
Oh, sorry, 35. But no, you're very busy.
Why do you say 35? Why do you gotta come in hot? Why do you gotta come in hot?
I'm whoa, baby. Thank you. I love when you call me hot. But okay, all kidding aside, is this YK? Is this?
What does it say? What did the song say?
I couldn't hear it.
What does it say behind Mush?
What does it say behind Mush?
Yeah.
Opener. It says YKWD. It's your podcast. But I thought at this time of the night you do Calta and Kelly.
Look, we kind of just fucking have merged the fan base. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, it's this show comes out on YouTube on Sunday night for free to everybody, but everybody on Patreon gets it right now. They're watching live. Okay. So if you want to go over the structure or the choices we've made, or why I'm doing we can do that. If you want to have that type of boring radio, I thought we'd talk about maybe some fun shit. Maybe me going do my first gig this weekend.
Yeah,
how was it? That. Let's talk about why you have a Black Lives Matter fucking sheet.
I had it for 2 days,
but you did it on a sheet. That's a little. I emailed. Why would you do it on a white sheet? It's a little.
It seems
it's a little fucked up.
I emailed Mike Yard, who's very.
And there was 2 holes in the middle of the sheet.
Yeah, that's where I fuck. That's where I fuck my wife through those holes. But
Mazel tov.
I emailed Mike Yard because he's very political, and I said, "Would it be okay for me to put my website on the bottom of it?" But because it stood out. It was kind of nice, I just threw it together in the garage. I don't know what else I would have put it on.
Why on a white sheet? Couldn't you just get a piece of paper? Why the symbol of? Yeah, but why the symbol of hatred for black people for a long time?
Well, because he was originally going to put it on a cross and then burn it, but he decided to just go with the sheet.
Well, see, that's how you guys think and talk. First of all, it was a Calvin Klein sheet. Not Calvin Klein.
No, it was a Brooklyn, and that was funny. Sorry.
So all I know is I just can't get over the hatred and the people on social media. How people are just so full of hate and hack and from whatever stance you take in this world, there's just so much hatred coming from my living room to my bedroom. But do you know what I'm saying? It's crazy. You know,
I saw. I mean, I know what you're saying, but I saw. To be quite honest, I saw. First of all, this is just ridiculous.
That's you.
That was we had that for a couple of days over the weekend.
Good thing you're not my fucking neighbor, man.
Why?
I would set that on fire. That's obnoxious.
Well, for 2 days, it's just my property.
You just didn't want to get rocks thrown at your window, and you're like,
"No, I didn't. We have bulletproof windows."
I challenge that.
Okay. I mean, BB.
Oh my god! I'd be like, "Oh, look what the Jew did next door."
Oh, that's nice.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah, what the?
Christ. Calm down, Anthony.
Florida's coming.
Yo, motherfucker, why would you talk like that? I told you we talk about the Jews behind their backs.
How do you do that voice? How do you do that?
He holds his nuts really hard. For the record, I'm married to a Jew. I was just kidding.
Why would you say you're just kidding?
Yes.
I don't want to lose my job.
Do never say you're just kidding on this fucking show. When you're not Don
this
Lemon.
show I'm worried about. It's the YouTube audience I worry about.
Yeah.
No. Well, let me stop sharing this. I mean, I don't mind that you did the sheet, but
I'll scratch your back, you scratch mine.
Could you get somebody else to do it? Could you get somebody with good handwriting to make the BLM?
Oh, really? Hold on. You're going to trash my kid?
Oh, that's better. I know that's better than thinking the kid did it. And I'm like, okay, brilliant.
No, the kid didn't do it. The kid said, if you put that up, I'm moving out.
There was the best Vos insult I ever saw today on Instagram.
What was it?
I put that. I said, great comedian and landscaper Rich Vos is going to be on the show today, and somebody called you the lawn Lisperer.
Oh, that's funny.
That is pretty funny, dude.
That's funny.
Matt, you know what, Vos, you're not in the mood for fucking jokes tonight. You're really not.
I just said that's funny.
Yeah, but you usually laugh. You're very temperamental tonight.
No, listen. Why do you look like a thumb? I'm not temperamental. I laughed. I said, that's funny. You know, a lot of comics will sit there and go, ha, and I acknowledge that was very funny. I was talking about hatred on the internet, and no one brought it up or, wanted to discuss it.
Well, I think that hate. Can I say something?
Yeah.
You know, they renamed I think they're renaming the World Trade Center, George Floyd Tower or something.
That's ridiculous.
No, they're not. Are they really?
I believe they are.
You made that up.
I think it's Uncle Floyd Tower after that guy on UHF.
Remember Uncle Floyd? That's hilarious.
And they have they want him to win a Nobel Peace Prize. I get it. I get what he symbolizes, but the guy had a gun to a pregnant woman's belly 5 years ago.
Why? What did she do?
He broke into the house, pretended he was with the water company. Him and 4 other guys broke into the house. He held a gun to a pregnant woman's stomach while they robbed her house.
Oh.
And now he gets the Nobel Peace Prize. He shouldn't have died ever, not at all. But it's like,
no, the Black Lives Matter movement should get the Nobel Peace Prize.
Yes.
Yeah.
That not George Floyd is nothing more than a symbol for what needed to be done.
Yes.
But he was not a good guy. He did porn. He had a long record, and the cops were going to get him forgery. Now he didn't deserve any of what he got from that police officer. That's not what I'm saying. But his name should not be the name. You should name nothing after him.
He did porn.
He did porn. He's been in jail, I think, 8 times.
Can we bring up the porn?
Yes. Well,
they already did that on Water Scans.
Somebody's been home too long alone in the pandemic.
Oh. The size of that cup.
She's been sneaking out, banging her little dirty tattoo boyfriend. Don't kid
I have
yourself.
a boyfriend. I've been having sex actively this entire time.
Oh
Yeah.
my God. He hasn't seen you perform, has he?
Oh, thank God.
Oh, you're such an evil cunt.
Listen, I mean, I did say this to somebody on the internet because I think that person was in recovery. You know, they put George Floyd's past rap sheet or whatever, you know, he did this, and this.
Yeah.
And he was, you know, he wasn't a good person. I go, maybe he was on his way to a meeting and the guy in recovery never got back to me.
Buddy,
You know?
he was passing counterfeit 20s to get drugs. He was on fentanyl. He's on fentanyl.
Oh,
And not to say that he wasn't. He couldn't be a good person. That's not what he could have been. He could have recovered maybe this time. I mean, this, you know, but he shouldn't have died. These fucking cops. Someone actually put a list of all the great things, all the good things, not great, all the good things that came out of this. And it was undeniable. You know what I mean? All the stuff that has happened in the last couple of weeks because of this situation. A lot of stuff's going to change, and for the good in a lot of cities. But to name the World Trade Centers after
it's only one.
What are you playing with?
I'm sharpening my knife.
It's an appropriate time.
Sorry. It's a habit.
I wish you were sharpening it on your wrists. But you know what I'm saying? It's like you're going to these far left people. It's getting a little crazy. Nancy Pelosi had all these senators had African scarves on, and they were kneeling down. And
did you see Brennan Sagalow's tweet?
No.
What's that?
It looks like they were coming from the gift shop at Lion King.
You see Shane Gillis put Thriller behind him, the music Thriller. I think even fucking 50 Cent was like, listen, this is getting embarrassing. These white people are getting fucking embarrassing, but I don't know, man.
Were they 6 feet apart?
About
yes,
good.
They were 6 feet apart. Yeah,
Gabby, your pigment matches the wood behind you. So
white or black?
The white. I mean, you have a nice glow to you.
Thank you.
Ugh.
Bobby and I were at a protest on Friday.
Did you go?
What? Really? Outside the comedy club where he was working?
No, we're in.
No, there were no black people there.
No, there was two.
Yeah.
Okay, Bobby, you say how.
And one was black. One black dude was in the front row. I go, there was a protest literally before the show. I go, why are you here? He was like, they got it.
Yeah.
He goes, there's only a few people. I go, dude, there was over 1,000 people in the protest. And he was like, oh shit. Like he fucked up.
Bobby,
what did you chant?
We were chanting Fat Lives Matter.
No, they had right out of a hotel. As we were coming out of the hotel to go to the gig, the beginning of the what's it called? Protest was coming down. And so we couldn't take a left. So we took a right, and then we got stuck in traffic. And Mike was like, it's only a couple people. It was thousands of people. It took like 20 minutes for this. It was a lot of people. Very peaceful. It was great. It went by. And then Mike, we're driving through the light, and we're talking about, wow, that's a really good protest. It was peaceful, blah, blah. And then Mike pulls up next to this car.
I just sent it to Mush.
Mush is going to pull it up. It was almost like, you got to be shitting me. I was like dumbfounded. Like, are you fucking kidding me? It was in the news.
Like if they had a meeting and they said, what can we do to get the most attention during the protest?
And it seems to me that the Klan is very small and stereotypical. Like they didn't evolve. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they didn't get their shit together and get like a smart leader, or like just be like, all right, let's cut the beards off. Let's stop wearing the boots. And let's stop getting the old trucks with the Dixie flag. You know,
Don't
you might
kid
want to.
yourself. Don't think some of these fucking high-profile politicians or, people with money are not involved with white supremacy. It's, the goobers that, that are out there, but there's some fucking powerful people behind them,
Right.
Same with there's powerful people behind Antifa. That shit takes money, man.
Yeah,
Takes
I
fucking
watched
money.
that. I watched that thing on Joe Rogan, had Steven Crowder, and one of Steven Crowder's guys infiltrated Antifa, and he has all this. I don't know if you saw that on YouTube. It was pretty interesting. They were just like, "Listen, we don't care about peaceful anything. We're here to disrupt. We're here to." They were talking about having guns, and they gave him a knife, and they were like, "We're here to fuck things up. We are not here for peace." You know. This says political call. This says political call. Should I answer it?
Yeah. On speaker.
Hey, hello. You're live on my podcast. Who's this? Oh,
You don't have to tell them that.
Oh.
You don't have to tell them that. You
No?
only have to say, outgoing calls, you have to say it before you put them on the air, but incoming, they called you.
whoa.
Oh.
I wish you told me that.
Well, Lawyer Mike, I have a question.
Yes, Rich.
How do you guys feel? The left is crazy making this video. How do you think Trump is handling things?
Is the most ineffective he's been in his term.
It's the most ineffective. Do you think I don't think he's tweeting enough. That's his problem.
Yeah, I don't think.
He's going to tweet himself right out of the office.
Remember when Sarah Palin kind of, after it fell apart, she had like a breakdown and just kind of got really nutty and crazy, after I think he's going through this. I think he's losing it or something. Too much pressure,
There's nobody that has the balls to say things to him because they get fired. So they're just letting him do whatever the fuck he wants to do. And his kids can't say anything. I think Ivanka was the closest one that had a chance of saying anything. God knows what she's trying to do. And the rest of them are just letting him look like a fucking asshole. He's going to end up getting beat by an 80-year-old senile guy because he can't stop tweeting.
Did he say that 75-year-old guy that was pushed down in Buffalo was in Antifa?
Yeah.
He said it was possible he was in Antifa, and what he was doing, I found out. But I found out what he was doing was, do you know what he was doing with the cops?
What?
He has this thing where he waves it in front of their scanners, and it picks up all their frequencies, and then they black out their frequencies so they can't communicate with each other. That's what he was doing. If you watch the video again, you can see him doing it. So that's why the cops were annoyed by him. They pushed him away. Now, that also was wrong for them to do, or if they pushed him, they should have at least immediately helped him since he fell so easily.
75. He was in Antigua. Wait, and so Trump said he was part of this radical group. Why would a president who has everybody giving him any bit of information he possibly needs, which is correct information, come out and say the dumbest shit on the planet? And people stick up for him like,
oh my God.
Look at she snuck up on me.
Oh my God. That makes me so happy.
That was great.
This is the first time we've been in the same room together in 2 months.
Yeah.
How's it feel?
Look at the dress Bonnie made.
It's not good.
Bonnie made that. She's part of a bridesmaid's tale.
Well, it's got pockets in the front.
Pockets.
Hey, can you make one for me?
She doesn't have that much material, but if she orders some more,
And neither do you.
I know, doesn't he?
Well, you got a filter on that, Bobby? You look good.
No filter. No filter.
I can't hear because you won't take off.
Oh, hold on. Oh, can you hear? Wait, can you hear now?
Oh, no filter.
Yes. Yeah.
Bonnie, can you, if I send you 5 yards of material, could you make me one of those?
5 backyards.
I had a joke lined up. Bye.
No,
You're gonna have an old. You're gonna look like a.
No.
You're gonna look like a Dickens kid going to bed. Your little nightshirt.
Yeah, you have to make a. Watch this. So check this out, Bonnie and Vos. We're in my show this weekend in Florida, and it's fucking. They have a huge. What's it called again?
A protest.
Protest coming down. Thousands of people. Black Lives Matter. Right through this small little town. I mean, it's a very small town. They go through. Me and Mike are waiting around 20 minutes. Very peaceful. They go through the town. We go through the light, and this is what we see next to us coming through the light. Check this out.
Are you guys going to the parade? You guys going to the protest?
Fucking protest.
What?
Are you guys going to the parade? You guys going to the protest?
Fucking protest.
All right.
Hey, who said
I mean,
it?
that was-
Who says parade? I don't know if you understand what's happening.
Well, we were stuck in traffic as the protest passed us. We kept calling it a parade.
Clowns.
are you guys going to the wedding? I mean, protest?
I'm going to get cotton candy.
I'm going to get my face painted like a black guy.
Too much.
Too much, too far. That fucking guy. Can you believe that piece of shit? I mean, it was all over the papers. Everybody knows that they're having this big protest, and those two fuckers show up downtown trying to fuck things up.
Well, that was him and a lady. What could they fuck up? All they could do is drive through and get their car destroyed.
We don't know how many other,
But
that
it was
might have been the
peaceful.
leader.
It was
Listen,
peaceful up until then.
Those people with the Confederate flag, their ladies are equally as tough as they are. Okay, they're like Vikings. Everybody goes in. You know.
She's watching Vikings, the
We
TV
watched
show?
90 episodes of Vikings. We watched 90 in a row, and then we just started a new Viking thing on Netflix. 4 seasons of that. Finished the season last night. What's that called? Doing on Netflix?
The Last Kingdom.
The Last Kingdom.
I want to
So-
watch.
How's that?
Huh?
How
Last
is that?
Kingdom is actually better than Vikings.
Yeah. So,
And there's a little bit of male nudity.
and Bonnie's with child.
What?
No,
That's
I'm
how.
no.
So he's
Congrats.
I was going to say, who with who? Hopefully.
I am with child.
Its dad is going to be a ghost.
How was that?
What was that?
What was that, Gabby? What was that noise?
Oh, I just knocked my knee.
No, but what
She-
did you say? What was
What was the joke?
Oh, I said its dad is going to be a ghost.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
No.
Why don't
No,
you
no.
just pretend you're introing somebody and throw a joke in that way. Our first act.
But I don't get it because Rich is gonna die.
Yes, yeah. Because
Oh,
he's old. He's old as shit. He's old.
right.
I'm not old as shit, but I'm old.
I love Gabby sitting in it with her idol
I
and
know-
fucking
I know-
Rich
I know,
Vos.
like, woke Gabby with her, making fun of her ageism just out front and center.
Not woken up.
Guess what, Gabby? There's gonna be a march for that as soon as we can figure out how to get all those old people.
Yeah, how often do you guys have sex?
Who?
What? Shut the fuck up. What is your name?
It's he's got a big radio show in
It's
Florida.
it's okay. I'm just curious. I'm married. I was just curious.
Well, whenever
I'm
there's
married.
a parade, we go fucking at it.
Did you guys bang in that sheet that you had for the Black Lives Matter thing you put out front?
I said, Rich, where's those sheets you kept around in case you're gonna go back?
How did you let that happen? I'll give you the art in the dining room because you probably had no choice on that. But how did you let that sheet go hang outside?
Why? What was wrong with it?
It just your neighbors must hate you
Why?
because it's just
Ooh.
shoddy craftsmanship.
Because you're a big radio guy? Your words are coming out so well. Really articulating the thought. What is wrong with the sheet that says?
It looked
It's
like
the
a Halloween thing.
White trashy thing I've ever seen.
Well, we live in a white trash neighborhood. That's how we get our message out. People go, "What's that?" And then they go, "Oh."
I was just think that you look at Bonnie. You made a dress. Your arts and crafts. You have a daughter. You do all kinds of fun stuff.
I wasn't allowed to make it. That was.
You let a guy who doesn't know how to spell make a sign.
It's only 3 letters. I thought I felt safe. I did think for a while, I thought we were going to be promoting Major League Baseball, but you got it right.
Oh, you didn't just think of MLB. You didn't think of that. You heard that somewhere. Did you?
No, I just thought of it. Dumb.
Well, she's a comedian. What the fuck are you talking? What do you think? She works at Job Lots? She's one of the funniest comics going.
No, they didn't take her application. Job Lots. Where the fuck is Job Lots?
That's where I got my pool.
Oh. All right.
I like being this close to you.
We like it too. Stay.
About sex.
We've had it 2 or 3 times since we've been here in the pandemic.
So 2 times.
3 times.
3. Well, say 3. You don't know 2 or 3. What?
Because I lost count. I think 3 and a.
Can I
What's
just
that?
tell you why we didn't have sex the last time?
Why?
Oh.
Is anybody listening to this?
Why?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, you're fine. Go ahead.
Tell us.
The deepest voice on the
It
planet.
was last week.
Do it.
Tell us why you didn't have sex, you dirty fucking couple.
I know.
You white trash bastards. Let us hear it.
Because, okay, I've been eating a lot. It's true. You know, I'm not like, I'm working out. I'm letting myself go a little bit. And Rich went downtown and then covered my belly with my shirt.
I just pulled it over.
Yeah.
What an asshole.
Like say to me,
My wife.
He could do it to be mean. He literally, his OCD couldn't stop himself. He had to cover it.
Why? Was it moving?
It was an eyesore to him.
Oh.
Yeah.
You do what I do to myself for my wife. You did to Bonnie.
Yeah.
Wow.
I do it as a
Oh my
courtesy. Yeah.
It wasn't. I just, because
I didn't stop eating.
she was so mad, went up and had a snack.
Did you acknowledge it during the?
Yeah.
What's that?
Did she acknowledge it during the act? Did she go, did you just fucking block my belly with that shirt?
Yes.
Yeah, and it stopped. It ruined everything.
And you're too dumb to get out of it.
He goes, I was joking, which pissed me off more because obviously.
Appropriate time for joking,
I didn't
Rich.
do that.
What do you mean? I couldn't get out of it. What could I have said? It was not a good thing for me to do, and I repented.
How'd you repent?
Listen, I said I'm sorry. I don't want to not go to Valhalla, and
Vikings reference.
You're not. They're gonna put you in a canoe and shoot fiery arrows at it while you're alive.
Yeah, Bobby knows a little bit about
I can't wait till we have him on the podcast and there's a fucking Thor helmet in the back and we know what you're doing with that shit.
Right. First of all, why is it looks like you've got like one tiny light bulb somewhere in there in that, and then Bobby's like fully lit. Like you had like a light stylist come.
Stylist.
He did.
I didn't. Nobody's been here.
But
It's
that's
me.
just a little bit unfocused, and then me perfectly focused with a light coming from my left.
Well, Mike Calta is content. Mike doesn't need lights because Mike is such a pro. He's been around. Mike could do this in his closet with Norton's Sexuality. And Bobby Bobby is an obsessive compulsive. He doesn't need this, but he ran out of things to buy online. So
You're a cocksucker. You know that? Go fuck yourself.
Oh,
Clearly, Bobby bought a new toy.
I know.
oh my God.
That,
Morning radio. Here we go.
I know.
Hey, give it up for Opie and Anthony, the morning fucking zoo with the sidekick Jim Norton.
You don't have a little bell you could ring?
Ding.
Yeah.
All right, Gabby, go.
No.
No, I mean talk.
What do you want to hear from me?
How's it going? How's your dad? Your boyfriend? Do you
How
live?
many times have you had sex since lockdown?
I've been having a lot
17.
of sex with my boyfriend.
Yeah.
Rich, do you want him to give you a neck tattoo?
Nah, I mean, how good is it? Does he do tattoos?
Yeah.
No, he's an accountant, but for you.
For you.
There he is! There he is, folks! I need no lights!
No. I mean, does he have a store? Is he, listen, a lot of people do tattoos, but does he have a store? Is that his career? Is that what
He's
Yeah,
gonna do.
yeah.
He's
In
gonna
Brooklyn.
do it with a big pen in a fucking dark alley.
Oh,
All right,
Does
not
it
so
like
funny.
the
What are
National
you gonna do?
Geographic. Hammers it in.
that's how they used to do the old ones.
Dude, when I went to Japan, I tried to get one of those. It was
A
just
stick
too
and
long.
poke?
Then the way they do in Vikings.
That's how they do in Vikings? Hot.
You try to get one of those in Japan, but they didn't have 7 guys with those fucking things to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Why did you not get it, or did you start like?
No, they said it was going to take like 6 hours. I didn't have 6 hours.
Oh. Do you have any tattoos?
Me? Oh.
Oh shit, that's what I'm trying to say. And you kept it all black. That's kind of cool.
Bonnie, do you have any tattoos?
Just on my belly. Do not look.
Get a tattoo of a shirt. You should get a Black Lives Matter tattoo right there. Did you guys do any what do they call pep rallies? What are they called?
a
Protest.
Protest. My God.
We went to one this weekend. There was one in our town.
Yeah.
There was jugglers and monkeys.
Bonnie, you
Probably.
can't say monkeys.
Oh shit.
Oh, stop. There was also, it wasn't that, maybe 300 people, 250 on the corners, like the 4 major corners in our town.
Was it peaceful?
Oh, yeah.
Because you were a little worried. You were a little worried.
You get worried because anything can happen. Some guy like these.
That's why you put the sheet out there. I'm telling you. You were just afraid they were going to break your windows.
No, because we were nowhere near it. We're in the area where they wouldn't break our windows. I'm not worried about that. It was the weekend of the protest, so I figured I'd help carry the message. My neighbors saw it, and it was online. So we did our share. Just my next door neighbor to the right of us is Palestinian, so we were arguing over land, which is my property, which is his, the other day. But the other neighbor to the left of me, I swear to God, he's so clueless. I said, "There's a protest this weekend." He goes, "For what?" Animal for fucking lower taxes, you fucking moron.
Do you really have a Palestinian next to you?
Yeah, on my right hand side.
Were you really arguing about land?
No.
Oh.
No. But
That
I
would
am
make me
building
so happy.
settlements. I'm building settlements on my property.
Now, Bonnie,
He looks like he's like broadcasting from NBC studios.
you want me to hook it up for you, Bonnie? I can hook it up.
You do.
I just
I don't
have
like
I have
I don't like that you don't like my lights.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. When somebody doesn't say something and it hurts worse, it's probably one of my favorite things in the world. Yeah.
I wouldn't have noticed how bad Mike's lighting is if Bobby's wasn't so on point.
What's so great about Bobby's lighting?
Look at it. It looks professional.
It looks fantastic. I can't deny that. He looks beautiful.
I can't tell. Like
Last night, Rich said to me, doesn't the lead actor look like Brendan Fraser? And I was like, had a hard time seeing it. And then I was like, oh yeah, he does. But I never thought of Brendan Fraser as, really handsome. And he goes, Rich goes, he was magnificent.
You think Brendan Fraser was a good-looking guy?
When he was doing those earlier movies, those like Harrison Ford type movies.
Really?
It was definitely a 9
inches.
A 9?
I guess. Yeah. You don't think so? Not now.
He was packing some pork roll.
Harrison Ford
Yeah.
movies like Encino Man and Biodome. So,
Well,
No, didn't he do?
dude,
No,
Brendan
after that.
Fraser, even back then, dude, was not that good.
He was in The Mummy.
Mike, bring up a young Brendan Fraser.
Bring him up from The Mummy. That's his only Indiana Jones type movie.
Did he do a couple of them?
No, he was George of the Jungle or something.
Yeah, that was later.
Yeah, George of the Jungle.
He was already getting fat by then, though, wasn't he?
Well, he was also in Escape from Demora.
I'm gonna bring something up really quick, Mike. Listen, this is Brendan Fraser. This is because you don't know that he had a wig in all those movies. Okay,
What?
that's what he looks like.
Yeah.
Now.
Okay.
Now.
No, that was back then.
No.
Yeah, he's fatter now.
I'm telling you, dude, he's fatter now.
Let
That
me
was
see
back
that picture.
then. He wore a wig in all his movies. He always had a wig and makeup and blah blah blah.
What's good for the goose is good for the gander.
Let's see that picture with him ripped. Let's see that one.
Can I ask a question, Bonnie? What the fuck is a gander?
It's a female goose.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, that's the same guy with a wig.
That ain't a wig. That's natural.
Bubba, that's a wig. Are you out of your mind? It doesn't even blow with the wind. That's dead hair.
The guy behind him is watching Bobby on stage.
The guy with the gun?
Now this guy in the middle going, what the fuck did he say?
Dude, that's a wig. He's always has it. Believe me, dude, when I started losing my hair, I got obsessed with famous people who were
How old
bald.
were you when you started losing your hair?
30.
Oh, damn.
I started getting a
The
widow's
guy in my
peak.
high school lost his hair. That was pretty.
What is that?
The guy in my high school lost his hair.
Well, I always thought Russ Maneve would lose his hair. Steve Byrne would lose his hair. They held tight. I mean, those fucking hairs are holding on with a death grip.
But you don't know, right? Do you?
I do. They have, that's their hair. They didn't get treated. I mean,
That plugs.
I think
plug tonight.
We're using Brendan Fraser.
Voss, are you going to get plugs?
No,
He looks great.
I don't need plugs. What are you kidding me?
In the back, you do.
No, a little right here.
No,
No.
you know what? If men get a certain age and they have all their hair, it looks weird. It looks like a wig.
I think you're right.
I agree.
I agree with you
Just
totally.
a little, and also a little gray.
I'm getting gray hair though.
I think it looks good.
I'm getting a lot of gray hair.
Can I ask you a question, Rich? And can you be honest with me and don't lie?
I swear to God, I don't.
You don't what? I didn't even ask the fucking question.
I know you're going to ask him too.
Do you dye your hair, which I never did once, or two? Do you use blue pills to have sex? Yes.
Or do you have gray pubes?
Oh no. But what's the question, Bobby? And I'll tell you the truth.
All right, you answered it. I was gonna. We used to talk like there's no way because Keith dyed his hair. I mean, Keith's the one who used to talk to me about medicine, about using medicine on your goatee, and then Patrice dyed his hair.
I never did it once. I wouldn't know. I swear to God, because I got a lot of gray hair, and
Right.
my beard is gray.
I believe you.
I did buy one thing which I used once, but then we were driving home from New York, and then Bonnie and Raina both looked at me and go, "You're losing your eyebrows," and they started laughing at me. So I bought like this thing to put like color in eyebrows, but I couldn't get a straight line, so I only used it once around the house. But that's the only thing I
Once
ever did.
around the house.
Yeah, but they were making fun of my eyebrows, and I'm losing them. And then I went home that night, and I couldn't stop looking at my eyebrows in the fucking mirror.
You like Keith Olbermann?
Why? He lost his eyebrows?
Oh, you put that shit on. I thought they got really thick.
Well, I ordered something on Amazon, but
Listen, guys, this is fascinating.
Yeah, I know. It got riveting. I know. I'm sorry.
Okay, bye.
bye.
Bye, Bonnie.
Bye.
Oh, thank God she's gone.
You've had sex 3 times. That's it.
I mean, I'm fucking gonna be 63 this month.
How bad was her stomach jiggling while you're doing it?
It wasn't jiggling. It was, you can't look up and.
You couldn't see her face.
Oh, it's not bad. I don't know. It was just a bad reflex that, I wasn't even, I don't know.
Did you take the shirt and cover it like sideways, or how did you do it?
I was getting ready to go down. I looked up and I just pulled it down.
Oh my God. Oh my gosh.
You couldn't even be casual about it?
I didn't think she noticed.
So you you looked up and saw her stomach, and then you pulled her shirt down over her belly, and you started doing what you were doing.
I didn't get to that. She jumped up and said, I didn't even get to get my tongue out.
What did she say? Did she go, why did you just pull my shirt down?
Did you just pull my shirt down? And I had nothing to say.
You froze?
I was going, I was kidding, or what do you say? And it was a whole waste of a blue pill, which wasn't even working. I might have to fucking start melting them down and shooting them. So, whatever, but it's just, we just sit and watch TV. Like, we can't do it Friday or Saturday because my kid stays up till 1:30, 2, 3 o'clock, because she doesn't have school, which she's fucking up completely. And
why? What do you mean?
She's not doing, she's caught up today, but she wasn't doing her assignments, and she's a straight A student, but I get the fact that she just, I don't know, just at home bored or gets on the internet and then starts doing YouTube or whatever. She doesn't have, we say, do your homework, get up, sign into school. You sign in, you can go back to bed and get up and do your homework. But we're not on top. But now we get all these emails that your daughter has, 12 assignments. So she caught up over the last couple of days. I said, you have to do 5 a day, 5 or 6, it's the end of the year. Yeah, and I get it, because she has nobody around, no friends. And she went from straight A student to she could have been in trouble with one subject. So I think she caught up today. I don't know. I was playing golf.
But, can I say something? Because we wake up every day of course we wake up later, and then Max goes to school around 10:30 until he's done, and then he's out, whether it be 12 o'clock or 3 o'clock. It's up to him to finish his school.
Yeah.
And then we can, have a lunch break or whatever, and he can take a break whenever he wants. And Mike, I looked at you, and your kids don't go to school either.
They're done.
What do you mean they're done?
They start early here. They start in August and they're done in May, or like the first week of June or May, the end of May. So they start a lot earlier.
Oh, okay.
So they've been done. They were done for about a week before you got here.
Yeah, but Max is in first grade?
He's in first grade. He graduated. He's got a little sign on we put on the front lawn that says I graduated preschool, whatever, first grade. And he's going to second grade. He got a shirt that says I virtually graduated first grade. And they don't know what they're doing next year. It's going to be interesting to see what they do at schools. I think they might be doing kids come in the morning and then other kids come in the afternoon, or they might go every other day if they don't find. And I heard today that two things that was weird, that you can't, if you're asymptomatic, you can't spread it. It's not as easily spreaded to other people. And number two, Italy, it's kind of died. The whole thing just died like SARS. You know what I mean? Hey, buddy.
Yeah, but they don't know that now with all the protests and all the groups being together and things being open, now is a true test to see how much is coming back.
If it spikes.
Yeah.
Say hi.
Well, look at that. Hey, congratulations on graduating first grade. That's cool.
First grade.
Voss almost graduated first grade too.
Yeah, I held back.
He didn't care.
I didn't care.
Real
but
quick, did Bonnie say a gander is a female goose?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the exact opposite.
It's a male goose?
A goose is a female goose.
Yeah,
Female,
well,
male
tell
goose is
her
a
that.
gander.
well, now she gets punished. That's all.
I'm just letting Rich know so we can hold it over her
Don't
head
shut
later.
that, Max.
Thank you.
Oh,
Hold your
actually,
hand
put it on
up.
her stomach.
I'm going to tattoo a smaller stomach on her stomach.
But do you understand what I'm saying? Is that it's so many people had it in Italy that it just lost its fucking punch. It's gone. It's not there anymore
You know
because
what?
they went through it and it doesn't survive as well as they thought it survived.
I think
this
the heat
disease-
is going to kill it in the summer.
So now,
That's the case. It'll be dead here in the next couple of days. It's fucking 1,000 degrees here.
yes. All right,
Ooh.
goodbye. Mama. Gone.
Mama. Do you think it's gonna come back next flu season?
Max, there's a wire in the door with the whole show. If you cut that wire, whatever. Well, they're saying that think about all the protests too. When they were protesting the actual pandemic, like fuck you, I want my business open, I want to go out. The news was like, look at these people spreading the virus. They're out spreading they should be home quarantining. And they were all over them. Fuck CNN, all over, everybody was all over them about being out, about fuck this virus. I want to go out and I want to open my store and make money. And then as soon as all this shit happened with the, all this stuff, there was a million times more people out protesting. And they were like, this is beautiful. Look at this. And I understand it's different shit, but the people were still out protesting shoulder to shoulder, thousands of people in a pandemic.
They weren't breaking anything.
Huh?
They weren't breaking anything. So it didn't get
But
the
it's-
attention.
But it's still like, what the fuck? We're going to find out in New York if they could have just spread this shit. All you guys that went out and protested, you're shoulder to shoulder, even if you had a mask on, you're touching each other, you're out, you're in the air, all the shit's going on. I mean, we're not supposed to, I don't know. I mean, they didn't have a problem with it. They didn't have a problem with what just happened the last couple of weeks. Nobody has said anything about it as far as the pandemic. So maybe it is dead. Maybe, does nobody care anymore? I don't know. I'm asking.
I think the whole thing was set up to break down society and become more dependent on government.
Listen, that's wrong, dude. That guy died. You shouldn't say that.
Oh, what guy?
The guy died. The George.
Not the protest, the pandemic.
That's terrible that you say that, Vos, because
Okay.
the protesters, that was something. I can't believe
Here's another thing. Our Governor Murphy today said you could have 100 people outside of a restaurant, 50 inside, no comedy. You can't do comedy, though.
Did he say that?
Yeah, that's what I text Vinny. I go, I just heard 100 outdoors, 50 indoors. And Vinny wrote back, yeah, but no comedy. He said no comedy.
No comedy. It's crazy. I was just in Tampa. I was just in Fort Punta Quinte. And where was it again, Mike? Batacato?
Or Charlotte.
Port Charlotte. And it wasn't even close. And it was packed. Nobody had masks. Nothing. I was on stage. I had my own mic. And it was nothing. It was nothing. And there's 19 cases in Port Charlotte. 19 cases.
Bobby,
and 7 of them were from an old folks home.
Mm-hmm.
Bobby, what airline did you fly down on?
I flew Delta.
Was there middle seats taken or was it empty?
No middle seats. No. I didn't look back at those people, but in first class and in even more, whatever the fuck it's called, Delta Plus, there was no seat in the middle. So I had a guy next to me though. I didn't give a fuck. I had a bunch of baby wipes, disinfect. I wiped down everything. The plane smelled like a surgical fucking room. It smelled like they were about to operate. They cleaned it so good. Everything was clean. Nobody was there. It's fine. I don't get it. And the fact that New York and Jersey are gonna have to wait to do stand up. Fucking stupid. Vinny might not make as much money, but he could open that club in a way where you can the Versani people opened it. They had the tables. They had 2 tops, 4 tops, and 5 tops. You all had to be at the same party. They didn't see people together who didn't know each other. And, if you're fine.
Well,
More importantly,
the laws are different in Florida than New Jersey.
Are they?
Yeah, their laws are different to every state in this country.
I was being sarcastic.
So if Vinny could open, he would open. Believe me.
I know.
I just found out Vinny's, like, I've been to his house, which is like gigantic. He has 9 acres of property. 9 acres.
In Jersey?
Yeah, 9 fucking.
Yeah, and he got that from 5 sellouts from you, and he got that from chicken wings and fucking hamburgers.
9 acres
from paying us $1,500 for 17 shows. That's why.
I mean, one
of those acres is yours. You should claim one of those acres. So funny. Funny. I remember the comedy club owners cry poor all the time when you're there if you're not selling out 7 shows, right? And then I remember one guy, we were walking to his car. I was like, "Yeah, you're not selling that many tickets, and it's a little, times are tough." And I go, "Is that the new Mercedes?" He goes, "Yeah, you want to ride?" I was like, "All right, go fuck your mother."
I don't know how many during the looting, how many clubs I was hoping get burned down, but there was a few.
Yeah.
I don't understand why Bonnie doesn't like my lights.
Huh?
It's still bothering me that Bonnie doesn't like my lights.
It's not that she doesn't like your lights. It's that my lights are so amazing.
Made this jacket.
Oh, look at
you made a jacket?
Just to hide the belly.
Stop it.
Look at he's making.
This was good, right? Pockets.
Yeah. Do you know something we don't? Is comedy not coming back ever?
Go get the jacket you made me, the camping, my hunting jacket. All right, I'll get it. And then find out what a gander really is. Fucking farm girl doesn't know what a gander is.
Yeah, you don't have a hunting jacket. Can we just stop right here?
Do you want to see my tactical boots I bought today?
Yes.
Now more of Rich's shoes.
Not for Gabby. I would have said no immediately.
Well,
You're
those
in-
are tactical.
Those look like fashion boots.
Mike, he's in Antifa, or he's going to be the 4th member of Duran Duran.
Her name is Rio, and she dances in the
old man. All right.
Dude.
I made this for Reg.
Oh, that's
What
nice.
is that?
Good.
That's beautiful, but that's not a hunting jacket, Richard.
It is when I chase her around with my crossbow. Oh, a little crossbow humor for you.
I can't believe you made that. What are you? You've become a clothing designer.
She's a seamstress.
I'm really not that good, but
that's really good.
That's really good. Rich, try that on. Is that a jacket?
He also made me take it in and stuff, which was hard to do. Tailoring is hard.
Bonnie, Mike said that,
especially if you're not Asian.
A gander is a female. Wait, what did you say, Mike?
Ganders are male geese.
Are male geese.
Oh, okay. So it's good for the goose. It's good for the gander. It still makes sense.
Look at Rich's belly. If I was blowing him, I'd cover that. Oh, that looks good. I take that back. And sorry about that.
We can never
Mike,
say
look
anything.
at my man's belly.
What's that?
Ogling it.
She said, "Stop looking at her man's
I'm
belly."
very jealous that he's got almost abs.
Hey, Bonnie.
Yes.
Can you make me one of those in a charcoal gray?
Look at this. All right, The Rock, put your shirt on.
Come on.
What are you doing? This isn't Jim and Sam. Put that on. We don't want to see you shirtless.
Your shirtless Brendan Fraser is a palate cleanser. Please.
See my new boots?
What do you want? You want these pockets?
Look at these.
Yeah, let me see.
Make them deep for shotgun
Yes.
shells.
I want those. I want those pocket. I want the same exact thing.
Interior pocket here.
I
Whoa.
want that, and I like the buttons, but I want it charcoal gray.
You got it.
Look at these boots I bought.
Do you need my measurements?
Wait, those are Nazi boots.
Are we on the air?
No. These are
Yeah.
they're paratrooper boots.
No, yeah, and those. That's what Nazis wear.
So do G-men.
What?
I don't know, army men or whatever.
Anyway, I wanted to apologize. I came in a little hot. I was a little mean to people, and I don't want to be that person anymore. So
Some things will never change.
thanks for understanding.
What kind of person do you want to be?
Just like the way they are on sewing blogs. Nice.
Yeah, dude, you have Nazi boots. That's exactly what you have.
They're not Nazi boots. Put American soldiers. The same thing.
Well,
Hold on.
what are we looking at now? What is this? QVC?
Hopefully more homemade fashion.
You like that coat? She'll
Sure,
make
there's
you
some
one.
pot holders or something around there.
I want that coat.
What is it?
Potato salad with radishes.
Later. She'll make you one.
I want one.
We could wear them together.
Yeah. You think we're ever getting back to Creeps with Kids?
I hope to God so. It was so
Yeah.
much fun.
It's gonna be creeps of coats now. You two, your homemade fucking coats.
I like Creeps with Coats. Did you see how thin Ron Bennington got?
It's insane.
Dude, he is fucking amazing right now.
How
Yeah,
do you do that?
If I took all that time, if we've been away 3 months, I've been eating like a pig. Have you stuck to your diet for 3 months?
3 months, but I've only maintained the weight loss that I lost at the diet. I have to, because
Yeah,
I was, I haven't lost. I should have stepped it up a little bit, and I probably might now, but
It's
You
hard
did,
when
good. You did great this weekend.
I did great this weekend. But I should get a little more disciplined with the amount of food.
we got to the point, like I got to lose just 10 pounds. I'm lucky I work out every day, but we didn't get to the point where it's past repair. Bennington probably just stopped eating for 3 fucking months. It's crazy.
I don't know. I think he actually went on a special diet. I think he because if you remember, he was eating fruit and he had all the food we had backstage was very healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at him.
Let me see.
That's a different guy, dude. Play that video. Look at him.
Still no
Look at
muscle.
him.
Still no muscle tone.
Well, but dude, he's fucking. What do you
I'm only
want?
kidding. I'm only kidding.
Jesus Christ, he looks fantastic.
I know.
I want to get down to that. I think I might put my weight bench outside and cover it with a tarp and just start working out in the morning early.
Do that.
What do you have? Just a weight bench, or do you have those barbells that go from different weights? You have those too, right?
Yeah,
Still.
talking to you is like talking to someone that's talking a different language.
Yeah.
You have
I'm
those
gonna
things,
put my
the
weight bench
dumbbells.
outside. I'm gonna work out outside. I'm gonna pretend I'm at Venice Beach. Oh, hope he doesn't come back.
I hope he comes back with clothes that his wife made.
Use a white dress on.
She's got 3 sewing machines downstairs.
3?
That's impressive.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
And 5 Mexicans.
Whoa.
Whoa, not the time. Mush.
I'm Mexican. I can say it.
Oh.
What about like pants? Any pants?
She made some pajamas. She made me some like karate Chinese pants. They're kind of cool.
What?
Like I don't know where they're at.
When I was in Japan. I went to a store that sumos go to buy relaxing clothes. And bought they wear these like karate tops with shorts, and I bought a pair to wear around. It's hilarious.
Some of the clothes are so so comfortable. The shoes, the karate slippers and stuff. Very, very comfortable.
Where did he go?
I don't know. Don called him, so he had to go.
Oh my goodness.
We should put this episode in the vault and save it for one day, like a lost episode.
It's that bad.
Yes, it's awful.
Are you kidding me? I thought this was great.
No, I like it's fun that we're all talking to each other and like, hey, look what Bonnie made. That's pretty cool. But if I'm paying $5 a month for this, I want my money back.
Oh, this is the free one. So.
Still, if I'm getting this for free, I'm gonna be like, I want my money back.
But wait, we talked about politics and protests and different, stuff.
Are these what she made you?
No, not even close.
You said karate pants. These are.
They're pajamas that I pretend are karate pants.
Oh, okay.
Do you do karate in them?
You just kick her in them. That's why they're called karate pants.
0 for 2.
Wait, dude. What's your next date that you know that you're doing?
Me?
Yeah.
July 12th. I have next weekend, next Saturday is going to be I'm doing something for like, they're allowed to have like 15 or 20 people at the Stress Factory where he films it.
Yeah.
So that's the first time I'm going to do that. And then next month on the Pennsylvania. Hey,
my dad, the pool broke and the filter, it literally, we had a big mud pile. Daddy had to run out.
Okay. Tell him no problem.
I was just giving him a little pathway.
Wait, all the water came out of the pool?
No, not all the water. It was just the filter water. All that water from the filter came out. So we have to reset it, I think.
Oh.
So now we have a big mud pile.
Tell him I said, don't worry, we're archiving this episode for future Vault series. You're fine.
All right.
Now let's play my favorite curse word. No, don't. I'm just kidding.
No,
I know.
Max, what have you built lately?
Nothing yet.
In Minecraft.
Oh, I built this awesome house that looks like a mansion.
Wow.
Whoa. Can we do comedy there?
We have to go live and I have to put the iPad up to the camera.
Max, let me ask you some questions. Tell me what your dad does for a job.
A job?
Yeah, like talking to the microphone, talking to the front. All right, tell me now.
Comedy.
What does that mean? What does he do?
Comedy.
What does that mean? Are you getting sucked into the brain right now? And done.
He's
back.
We thought the filter sucked in your whole family.
Max, tell us a joke.
I don't know any.
What?
Neither does Gabby, but she still does them. I'm trying to make it fun. Sorry.
Rich,
Hey,
you ever go to Top Golf? Do you know what that is?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't like it?
Top Golf is good if you're out with friends and you drink and you just want to do whatever.
I went like instead of a driving range today, I went there.
Yeah, I mean they're not real golf balls, but we went one night in Vegas. I have a hookup, and we had a good time. We sat, we ate, we ordered food. It was me, Bobby, Liz, and some other comics. We had a good time.
Now, what do you mean they're not real balls?
They're not real golf balls.
Daddy will be back in a minute.
Okay, great.
We don't need them.
They have electronic chips in them, so they're not real golf balls.
But I mean, I don't know. After
hand sanitize my hands.
All right, hand sanitize your hands.
Do you have nail polish on?
What are you, Paul Stanley? I was hitting them today like I was ready for the PGA.
Yeah, I played today. I shot 41 on the front, and then on the back I fell apart. Shot a 46 on a majorly tough course. I was playing so good. 41, then the first 2 holes in the back I parred, and then I ate a sandwich and I fell apart.
Yeah, it's always a sandwich.
I know, you can't. That's why you never see golfers eating when they're playing during the tournament. They might have a look. because it just completely throws you off. You know, here's a joke well, I don't even have a joke. It's kind of sad. I told Mike this about that actress that got stabbed. Reese, what the hell's her last name? Reese
Witherspoon?
No, with a knife.
That is so dumb.
I love that joke so much, Rich.
Well, whatever you did, whatever, I don't know what you did, but whoever it is in trouble with my wife.
Nobody did anything.
What?
Well, he's getting a talking to right now.
He didn't say anything bad.
He didn't say anything bad. He said he's not allowed to curse yet.
Well, so whatever happened.
He said he made a mansion in Minecraft.
And then I asked him what you did for, like, to tell me what you did for a living.
Look at, I don't even. He's getting.
No, but I know I'm gonna get blamed for it.
You probably are, yes.
But I didn't.
Michael.
I got 3
but
witnesses.
it doesn't matter. He's getting a hot talking to right now.
And
Why?
What did he do?
Mike
I don't know
asked,
yet.
Mike asked what happened, and he said Bobby's getting mud ready to sleep in tonight, and that's all.
Oh, we should read the names.
Don't you want to know what happened, Mush?
You know,
Max told us.
What happened?
The filter water
the
fell
pool.
out. Now there's a bunch of mud everywhere.
The pool just, while we were doing this, the oh my God, fashion tips and the gander information, my pool was emptying out into the backyard.
Oh,
my pool.
Through the filter, or?
The filter hose pops off. I got to get a new joint, and it pops off under the pressure because I bought it from that Caribbean pool guy on fucking Central Ave in Yonkers, that fucking used car salesman.
This is the one you had to negotiate with?
I had to negotiate, and he negotiated me on a stupid valve that doesn't work, and now it keeps popping off. It tightens, but if you tighten it, it goes past it. So you have to tighten it, and it keeps popping off. So I got to get a whole new valve connector, a 1-inch valve into a 1-inch that
is gonna go
converted
down
from a
as the
1/4.
Best episode ever.
That's what
Homemade.
we
How
should.
to make a. Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Nice. Yeah, good for you. Go ahead, Esty.
Mike doesn't like this episode. He doesn't think this is a good episode.
He hates this episode. He doesn't like it. First of all, he doesn't like the episode. I don't know. What do you want me to tell you? I can feel the same thing, Rich.
I don't know. I think it's going great. I think we had some laughs. We went over some very, powerful stuff. We did some fashion stuff.
We went. You tried on a jacket and a homemade dress, and this one had to fix his pool. This is.
Well, I mean, Mike, it's not like I did that as a gag.
I'm not saying you did.
It wasn't a bit. I wasn't doing a bit, as the great Opie would say.
It's not a bit. I was just telling Rich. I said we should put this one in the archives and save it for like lost episodes.
I love it. I think it's one of my favorites because we all laughed.
Well, Mike, this isn't a Calter and Kelly. This is a you know what, dude.
Good. My name is not on it.
Your name is on it. What are you talking about?
So you know what, dude.
All right, whatever. Let's read the names, Mike. Throw those names up there, you son of a bitch.
What names?
None of you.
Other people who make homemade items.
All right, I'm gonna read. These are the people that just joined the Patreon. I read all the names because we appreciate all you people that are joining each month. Let's go. Alyssa Henson, Dave, Erica Andres, Jason, Brian James, Lance.
Brian joined?
Yep.
Okay.
Lance Simone.
Simon.
Allison A. Shrekelove. James Beerhotch.
B-Graph.
Yeah. Oh.
How do you not see with those giant Magoo glasses that you have?
Ray Quigley. Aaron Montgomery. Corey Will White.
Will Height.
Sean Vanderhart. Joshua Brown. Tim. Luciano Ramos.
Luciano Ramos.
Luciano Ramos. Thank you for becoming a member of the Patreon and the Calter and Kelly Show, and of course the YKWD.
If you want your money back after today's episode, please contact Bonnie's Industrial Sewing in Teaneck, New Jersey. Thank you.
You will get a free jacket today from this episode if you want to. Gabby
and a dress
is on her phone right now. We also have a new Tech Talk with Bobby and Friends is up on the YouTube page right now. If you guys want to check it out, please check it out.
Who was your friend that you did it with?
I have no friends. It's the kind of gag. It's Bobby and Friends, and then I do it by myself because nobody wants to do it with me.
But you did it with Ronnie Islam.
We did it with Ronnie Islam, the owner of this new wallet case. This is
I want one of those.
It's a magnet case. You can click it any way you want, and it also has the wallet that sticks on, and it goes on my car. It has my wallet.
What's that? I'm going to order it right now. What is it called?
It's called Magback Wallet Case, and it has a charger. They have all kinds of. They have all kinds of stuff on there, and if you use code word "dude," you get 15% off.
Well, what's the website?
Magback.com. It's right here. This is the Tech Talk, MAGBAK.com to get yourself one of these wallets. Here's the new Tech Talk show that's up right now. If you want to check out, we actually talk with the owner of the company, one of the co-founders, and we go over why he made this wallet, all the little intricate details that I didn't even know about. And I love the wallet. It's fucking great. I love it. And it's
M-A-B-B-A-K. M-A-G-B-A-K.
No. M-A-G-B-A-K. That's what I said. Yes.
I know.
That's
Sorry. Okay.
Hey, I built out front. I haven't done any landscaping bits. I'll start next week. But out front, I got the gopher to get. I built something so the gopher won't come back.
What'd you build?
I took heavy.
Did you put a picture of you and your hands coming up out of the dirt with your act playing 24 hours a day?
Woo!
A little wordy, but I had so much I wanted to add to it.
Yeah. What do you call it? I laid down wire mesh, like heavy wire mesh. I laid it down. Then I put these spikes in the ground that are about this long.
Jesus Christ.
And then I put down 1 foot by 1 foot brick over it.
Gabby, I hope you have some cooking tips after this. We've
Then
covered it all today.
Then I put down another layer of wire mesh, and then I put dirt. And then
Mike, it's sad. I'm watching my friend get old. Can I have him? Can we let him talk about his? All right, listen. Mike's gonna go.
Did he just leave like that?
What the hell?
Real quick, Crystal on the Patreon says she's enjoying the episode. So
it's a great episode.
Thank you, Crystal.
Couch is in a mood.
He's mad that Bonnie smashed.
Calta,
it's the light. He's mad that she didn't like the lights.
No,
I think Calta, something wrong with Calta, right?
He seemed a little off today. Yeah,
He's in a bad mood.
He was mad. He's in a bad mood, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
even Max wasn't as funny as he usually is. So it's I think it's the day.
No, I don't know. I think
Max wasn't funny. Like Max is usually like bing bang boom words, and today he was like, I don't have anything to say.
Well, because he was worried about his pool.
True.
Oh, that Bobby's walking out on it.
Again.
Oh no.
No, it didn't. I thought it did.
Anyhow, folks, this Friday you could see me in The King of Staten Island. Comes out this Friday.
Are you in that?
Yeah, I just said it, stupid. Yes, we're in it. Bonnie and I are in a scene, a little cameo that I'm up for an Oscar for, and the roast, since we put it up for free in 2 months, 250,000 downloads. Is that good in 2 months? 250,000?
Yeah.
And not if you're Andrew Schultz, but yeah.
Yeah, that's true too. These guys.
Yeah, he was on Rogan, I think the other day, which is him and Rogan are best pals now. That's all you need. Two fucking smoking alpha males just taking over the fucking podcasting world. Just me and you talking about gardening tips and pool tips.
Clothing.
We have nothing interesting to say. They're talking about fucking every issue under the planet, aliens, fucking CBD oil, fucking
Yes.
mushrooms, fucking civilizations that we never even heard of. Me and you were like, I fixed my gopher problem. Did you?
He has Elon Musk on.
Yeah. I have you.
And you have me.
Yeah.
Oh, he has Elon Musk, and we have Elon
Stinks.
Mush.
I had Mike, my best friend, number one, just left the show he's on. Like left. Gabby, you're out of it too. You're just staring. You're in the
Every
sun
time I
too
talk,
long.
I get fucking roasted today.
Sorry.
I'm done talking. You lost it.
We were kind of mean to you. I think you're mesmerized when I took my shirt off.
I was so mesmerized.
I'm still hard.
You put some paper towels down, didn't you?
Yeah, my fucking room is filling up with cum.
Jesus.
All right. Well, listen, we're going to end this show. Mike's going to go do the other show. Vos, thanks for coming on and
Still looks good.
it's not Calter and Kelly, but whatever.
That's still the Patreon. That's what we're talking.
I'm kidding.
We want them to join the Patreon.
I know. Yeah. Just go to patreon.com and get more of this riveting.
Oh.
Go get more of this riveting fucking podcast. Tomorrow night we'll be on our game. And Voss, you got to come back. I think everybody was a little off today.
I don't think I was.
Of course you don't. You're a fucking narcissist.
Thank you. Maybe I'll run for president.
You should.
Just do it.
You should run for president of your community.
Oh boy, you're a real ad-libber tonight.
I got nothing. All I'm thinking about, you know what?
Fuck.
You know what, dude?
Bye. See you next week.
You've been listening to the YKWD podcast. Thanks for listening. Now go back to your shitty jobs.